Hey guys, Chris again from ClassicVWBugs.com, and in this video I want to talk to you about the Oval Window Beetle, but in particular the 1953 Oval Window Beetle, and I have one sitting right behind me here. If you don't know, the Oval started in March 10th of 53 and went all the way till 1957, and August 1st of 57 was the 58 model, and they went to the bigger square window in the back. So from 53 to 57 you had the Oval Era. The 53 model Oval seems to be unique and is on the collector's radar just because of its unique features that it possesses, and the fact that the low production numbers and sales figures bring the collectability up much higher than the other Ovals. They did only sell about 900 in the US that year, and it was also actually $150 more than the 54 model Beetle. In 54 they sold about 8,000 Beetles in the United States that year. So it was a huge jump, and then they went to about 30,000 once they hit 55 and 56. So sales were starting to climb after 53. So I'm going to get behind the camera right now and go around some of the unique features. And this, again, it's a shortened year, so from March to the end of December was the life of the 53 Oval. So it's a shortened year, and again, it's got some, one-year features on it that are very collectible to car enthusiasts out there, especially the Volkswagen community. So if you ever come across a 53 online, definitely hit it up and inquire about it, because they're pretty rare, and to find them numbers matching is even more rare. So, but I'm going to get behind the camera right now, and I'm going to show you some of the things that were on these Ovals in 53 that were very unique that you can keep an eye out for. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so here we go, 53 Oval. What a beauty, very unique, and I'm going to go through some of the things here that are very cool on the 53 Oval. But as you can see, Car sports the hardtail lights. They started the hardtail lights in October of 52 in the Oval Era Beetle, and this lasted until about late 54 in America, and continued onward in Europe until the end of 55. So make sure you have those. And a lot of times when you check out Ovals, when they put these hearts on, if many times the guys replace the rear fenders, they're mounting these taillights in the wrong spots. These taillights do sit rather low on the fenders, and that's pretty accurate right there. My 54 is the same way over here. They sit pretty low, and if you do put an overrider bumper on these earlier cars, that overrider, or the towel bar that they call it, will block that rear light. So you got to be careful in your state. Many police officers I've heard have pulled over old Bugs because that light is being blocked. So anyways, moving on. The big thing about the 53 Oval right off the bat is going to be the motor. What you see here, 25 horsepower motor. So you're still basically sporting the split window motor, and it's the only year that the Oval had the 25 horse. So that is very unique in itself, and very collectible to many guys. And I know it's not a very fast motor, but these little motors have really climbed in value, and you'll see a huge jump in price for a completed 25 horse over a 36 horsepower motor, which came later on in the Ovals. So if you can get your hand on a 53 and it does have the original motor like this one has right here, that's really good, guys. I mean, that really boosts the value of the car. So 25 horse, right off the bat, has some features on it that are different from later motors, of course, is the way the fuel pump is. You see this characteristic here, the way it just, you have a flat piece right here. After that, the fuel pumps had another tower over here. You have the flat cap distributor. This is the 3A3 distributor, which I really like. Porsche's had these distributors as well. The wires come out from behind. Okay, and then there's speculation, and there's a lot of discussion about air cleaners, of course. This air cleaner should probably have no rim here, but I hear people arguing back and forth of what's right or what's not right, but it does have the strap over for the 53 Oval, so that would be correct to have the strap. You have also the round regulator, a big nut on the generator pulley, and then you also have the arm here that pulls the oil fill out. Okay, and then this pops off. This actually should be a little bit smaller, but you know, it's pretty close to being correct. This is actually more of the 54 or 55 style oil pickup tube. So, but for the most part, this motor is pretty correct. Moving along down the side of the car, as you can see here, I love these semaphores. I love going to car shows, and people always want to wonder what these are, or wonder what they look like, and I usually flick the switch and I pop this little baby out. If I can get this out for you, and you can see that is your directional. They're very cool. There's discussion online for the 53 oval if this should have been the smooth outside semaphore or the ribbed or grooved model that they offered during the split window era. Literature's back and forth, discussions are back and forth, but in the end, have fun, drive it. That's it. Let's move on. Now here is your early oval dash. Now this dash started still in a split window model Beetle in October of '52. So in October of '52 they started coming out with the oval window dashboard, but it still had the split window window in the back. So they called that the Zwitter model, or the hybrid model. It's one of my favorite Beetles. But this 53 oval still retained a lot of the unique features that the Zwitter model had. And I'm going to discuss that with you right now. And one thing that I really love is the push button start. And that is the last year, 53, with the push button start. It's a very unique feature, definitely for an oval. And they were kind of high tech back then. I mean, check it out. I mean, you see push button starts today. So, but it's the last year of the push button start for the Beetle. Once they went to 54, they smoothed out that section and got rid of that. And the key switch changed. This is a 2-position key switch, so off, on. When you turn it to the on position, you can't crank it anymore like a general key switch. You push to the right, it's not gonna turn anymore. So you just turn it to the on position, the lights come on in the dash, and then you hit the button, and that starts the car. Let's turn that off. Okay. Continuing onward, another unique feature for 53 is the speedometer. The arrows at the bottom of the speedometer are unique to 53. So you have to check that out and make sure you have the original speedo if you're definitely looking to buy a 53. The other unique things that are sometimes missing on project cars are 53 had a cigarette lighter down below here. Okay, and it has a socket that pokes through the dash underneath. Okay. This was also part of the Zwitter model Beetle as well. Pop that back up in there. These things are not cheap. To find these on eBay or the Samba, sometimes it could be $100 to $200 just for the cigarette lighter, and the socket alone could be completely different. The other unique feature is the dome light switch. Check this out. 53 is the only year, well, the Zwitter model as well, but the 53 is the only oval that has the dome without the switch actually on the housing here. Once they went to 54, they had the switch here to turn the light on or off. To turn this light on or off, you have to use the switch under the dash, right here. Now this switch also put a light onto the speedo as well. So, very unique to the 53 oval. Now moving down the dash, the other unique feature is this. 53 oval, this is the first year that they had the pull on the ashtray door. The Zwitter model Beetle had this dash but without the pull on the ashtray door, okay? But this is also the year they did not have the chrome bezel around the ashtray door. 54, they went with the chrome bezel and had the pull as well. So this is the only time you will see a pull with no chrome bezel around it. '53 should also have the rounded wiper arms as opposed to the flat that you see here. These are reproduction. The rounded wiper arms from the split window era were still used in the 53 oval. So there is your 53 Oval, a very unique car, low production number car, and I pointed out some of the major bullet points that were only offered on 53. Still retains some of the split window era features on it, and at the same time moving into the Oval Era. So, got any questions? Email me, Chris at classicvwbugs.com, or visit my website, www.classicvwbugs.com. 53 Oval, go pick it up. It's a rare one.